Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch called for. And for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off and just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Finds his man down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dances away from the heat. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Haas.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Green. Looking to the big tight end. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Getting some heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got him downfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Trying to punch it in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that drive covered 29 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's running free down the middle. And he Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call. Line gets set. First down. To the air, it's Reed. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Quarterback keeper. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Movement on the offensive line. Start and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And they're able to make the tackle.
I tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard, you got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Aggies with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Makes the grab over the middle. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. a run for the quarterback. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up with this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Reed. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Loveland. Breaks the tackle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. The Wolverines get enough to move the chain.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Orji. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
defense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on 4th. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Got it in the middle. It's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gonna run it. It's Moss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Unloads it left. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Edwards. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Orji. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. It's Reed. Steps away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, look out! He's inside the 40. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Might be looking to run. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Wants to throw. Now the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it
fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wolverine. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And an empty backfield here on second and short. They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's going to...